The impact of cancer was very, very scary. And then a bit of hope, thanks to a fantastic surgeon in Southampton. And since then, it's been a case of thank you for every day. You know, it's a different life, if you like. And in some ways, better than the old one, believe it or not.
So I was diagnosed with esophageal cancer, which was a bolt out of the blue.
The impact was pretty wide-ranging, really, because it wasn't just me, it was my partner who found it very, very difficult to hear the word cancer when I got my results, and he was sat next to me, and he said later it cut through him like a knife.
When I was first told, it was a shock, but I just thought, let's get on with life, you know, so I thought straight away, let's get on with the treatment. So I just took it in my stride, really. Jackie was more impacted by it. I mean, I had all these specialists around me, so I was happy, really, happy enough.
It's impacted on our lives, family-wise and work-wise, in a huge way, but we have learnt to deal with it over the last 9 years.
Well, it's one of those ones where you want to help, but you feel helpless. You know, it's outside of my control, and it's just support and try and make sure everything we live the best we can to give Melanie the best chance.
Really, the first issue is to come to terms with the treatments. I'm on hormone therapy, which is an ongoing thing, and also was started very early on chemotherapy, which sounds quite daunting. It wasn't too bad, I must say.
I've had radiotherapy, chemotherapy, as you say, lose your hair, exhaustion, amongst other things. But with all the support around us, you know, you can cope.
I had, I think it was it was 34 sessions of radiation. Only 8 planned sessions of chemo. However, I only had 6 of them.
At the most, because you became quite ill.
Yeah, the chemo really knocked me for 6.
For me, the biggest thing was that I'm needle phobic. And when I knew that I was going to have needles stuck in my arms every day for the chemo, that really worried me. But the help I had here from Macmillan was so wonderful. We got around that.
Before we went to Southampton, they were great here. They gave us all the different people we could speak to before we went, once we got there, and sort of, you know, where we'd be staying and what they were like and everything.
Lauren was brilliant. She listened to what I had to say, and at no point did she make me feel ridiculous because I was willing to forfeit treatment because of my phobia.
I'm rich with friends, but I tend to go and see my friends with a smile glued on. And nobody wants to know a pain in the neck, nobody wants to know the ins and outs. They might ask how you are, but they don't really want to know. And coming here made the world of difference because I can actually spill out everything, and it's so much better.
This is how it was when we first all came through the door. It's just the relief.
It was, yeah. And it's people that give you directions on what to do next. Tell you about, you know, other people's experiences and how to go forward, really.
The Oasis has been incredible for me and also my family. Most weeks I'm up here chatting, just kind of offloading outside the family unit, which is really helpful. I have Reiki every 3 to 4 weeks, which is incredible, and that's me time and makes you feel better about everything around you. I've also attended several of the courses, the Hope course, Live Your Life After Cancer, and they were absolutely brilliant, and I cannot recommend them enough.
The prostate cancer support group, that's very important to me, and that's a wonderful help to prostate sufferers like myself. And the availability of complementary therapies, and also in my case through the Prostate Cancer Support Group, exercise classes.
Complementary therapy was gratefully accepted. They couldn't give me massages for a while because of my chemotherapy and everything, but I used to have Reiki and sometimes reflexology, and the personal care, it means the world, it really does. It's fantastic.
Although you see it every day, you don't treat people like, hey, you know, you're just another cancer person.
Yeah.
You're treated special, as if it's the first person which has walked through that door.
I'm absolutely amazed by all the support, particularly through Macmillan and elsewhere in the island, that there is. It makes all the difference.
It enhances the life that you've got.
Very positive, it's very comforting, and yes, absolutely, it's needed.
Please, please, just take the courage to make that first step through the door, because if you do, you will have warmth and love in bucketfuls from people who really know what they're talking about.
You're worth $1 million to us cancer patients.